All right, we're here with field hockey head coach Hannah Ogden. Talk a little bit about this season. It's been kind of a record-breaking season in some ways, statistically, and wins losses. Talk to me about how this season has gone these last 2 months.
Yeah, we're excited about how the season's going. I think going into this year, we're coming off of a really significant rebuilding year. So our goal was to really just compete closely with every game on our schedule, not knowing what the end result of those games would be or where we would end up in November, but just wanting to keep things tight, keep things really competitive the whole way through. And I think we did that. Every game's been a battle. We've talked about how everything that we get, we're going to have to earn. Everything we get, we're going to have to work for. It's been no exception until the last regular season game on Saturday, and will continue to just be our goal this coming week. So.
And it was emotional excitement for the girls in the team on Saturday. What did that mean to you? You guys knew you already had a playoff spot, but to actually finish the regular season and know, okay, now it's on to playoffs. What did that mean to you?
Yeah, I think we just were looking for some good momentum on Saturday. I think, we had a big win on Wednesday, but we wanted to just play our best hockey, especially in using that as a stepping stone into the next week. And there were a lot of nerves going into that game. I think we just felt like we had a lot to prove to ourselves. And so we wanted to just do everything in our power to set us up as best as we could for this week. And I think feeling like we took control of that situation and played our best hockey toward the end of that game, we were excited about that.
And most wins since 2005, double-digit wins, first time in about 5 seasons. What are some of those? How important is that to not only get into the playoffs, but for the players to know they're on a team that's doing really well historically in terms of what field hockey has done here in the past few years, and a lot of individual success as well.
Yeah, I think it's been really exciting. I think they're still really united as a group. They always say better together. I don't think anyone is under the impression on this team that they could do it without the other 10 girls on the field, and I think I'm really grateful for that. In some ways, it's a little bit unexpected. Like I said, we just weren't really sure after a season like we had last year what it was going to look like, but to stay competitive and stay humble and rely this heavily on one another is really exciting. And I think to just have the confidence knowing that they can come back from 2 goals down, or they can pull out a win against a really good team, they can keep these scores nice and close. I think that's really exciting for them, and just really the beginning of maybe a new chapter for them.
And getting the 3rd seed, you're able to host. And you're going to play a team in Cuca you've played already. Talk a little bit of preview of that game.
Yeah, it's hard to beat any team twice. So we are going to work really hard today and tomorrow to prepare for that game. Nothing has come easy this season. We went into overtime at Cuca at the beginning, and I think everyone would say that they're a different team than they were in September. So we are going to need to put in the work for that game for sure.
Okay, and then not looking beyond that, but you're going to play the only 2 losses you have in conference play are the 1 and the 2 seed. Talk a little bit about those 2 teams and the challenge they would present.
Yeah, they're tough. There's a lot of offensive talent in Hardwick. It's why they're at the top of the conference. It's an intimidating game for sure, but nothing's impossible. Fisher for sure. I think we're getting more competitive each time we play Fisher, and I hope that that's no exception if we see them again. But also a really good team, a lot of talent. But it's a very open playoff, and we saw that up until the last game on Saturday night in the Empire 8. So we're just going to focus on us. We're going to work really, really hard, and we're going to just focus on playing our best hockey next week.
Good. Thanks, Coach.